It's very challenging for women in the courtroom, and the way I've described it in the past when I'm writing is that they have to thread the needle. As unfortunate as it is, I think that there is still a pretty narrow definition of what is acceptable for a woman in the courtroom. I think that's changing. I found, and research does show, that women tend to be even more critical of other women than men are. But I do think it's the reality of the situation, and I think that female trial lawyers that ignore that sort of do so at their own peril. It's very important that women attorneys not appear aggressive. I think that's absolutely the most important thing. It's one thing to be assertive, it's another thing to be aggressive. Oftentimes, what they feel is assertive might come across as aggressive. So it's very important to get some non-biased feedback on how your presentation style comes across to people, because aggressiveness is really just so detrimental to women. The other mistake that I see women lawyers make is trying to be something other than themselves. I think it's very important for women lawyers to have a feminine quality in the courtroom. I think that they get misread, perhaps, obviously if they are too aggressive, and also if they come in dressed too much like a man. I've seen several female lawyers who I think thread the needle as I describe it so well. They're forceful, they're in control of the situation, they're decisive, and yet at the same time, they almost always have on sort of, either neutral or almost even feminine colors, or at the very least a feminine blouse sort of with their more tailored jacket. To have a very severe, masculine appearance, I think can really undercut your credibility. The key is to be strong, to be forceful, to be assertive, and yet to still be a woman in the courtroom. I think that's very important.